And now, the Toyota Sports Desk.
That's the sound of IndyCar making its highly anticipated return to the Central Coast. 3 days of action at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. Weather was a factor throughout the weekend, even delaying Sunday's Indy Next race. But in the afternoon, it was sunshine, a checkered flag, and some champagne for Alex Palou. You can see Palou leading the pack there. That's where it was for most of the race Sunday. Palou leading 84 of 95 laps, going back to back on the iconic course. Remember, he won here last year as well. It's also his third win at Laguna in the past 4 years. Palou dominating on the track, also continuing a dominant season. The win marking his 8th of the year, including the Indy 500. He now leads by 121 points with just 3 races to go. Another championship potentially within his grasp. Taking a look at more of the sights and sounds from the weekend there. Another exciting weekend out at the home of the Corkscrew. Talking all things WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca on Laguna Seca Season Pass. Now, when we talked with Alex ahead of all the action on KION, well, he told me he was looking forward to winning, and he did just that. And your eyes do not deceive you. We talked to him after a track walk with Alex and Pato on board an MST trolley making its way around the track, getting the inside of both drivers out there. Part of a week filled with festivities, including IndyCar's street party on Alvarado Street. Race fans, car enthusiasts, everybody out there, you name it, in Monterey. Just a car show on the iconic strip. Raffles, prizes, photos, autographs. During it all, I had a chance to catch up with Alexander Rossi, talking about what it's like being back.
You know, it's just being here. You know, we love coming to this track. We love coming to this city, and especially being predominantly in the Midwest during the summer months, it's great to come somewhere and not be hot all the time. So it's just a beautiful part of the world, and the fan base is extraordinary, and this place just ticks all the right boxes.
Common theme amongst all drivers, they're all happy to be back here along the Central Coast. Now, coming up on the other side of the break, with one event in the books, another is already right around the corner. We'll get you geared up and ready to go for the Rolex Monterey Motorsports Reunion.
Because it's an important part of automotive history, and particularly California, U.S., and especially Monterey Peninsula history.
That's what's special. There's a big community on the peninsula, and the Monterey Car Week and the Laguna Seca races for the Rolex reunion. It's pretty special on a worldwide basis.
Well, before we talk reunion, let's rewind a second back to IndyCar. As we were just talking about, I had a chance to ride along with none other than Ed Carpenter in a 2-seater out at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. An unbelievable experience to see us coming up into the Corkscrew here, getting the first-person view, really feeling what it's like to be in an IndyCar out there on the iconic course, going through that Corkscrew. And if you like that full report, coming up later on this week on Laguna Seca Season Pass, we'll talk more about what it's like to ride a motorcycle out there, but we'll touch on that in just a minute. How about that? Looking ahead, the Prix reunion fast approaching, just days away, featuring the 4th annual Corkscrew Hill Climb. Drivers ascending more than 5 stories in less than 500 feet. 2 days of historics out at WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca. It's happening August 9th. The rest of the weekend, just more historic racing. Trans Am, Formula One, you name it. I can't get enough of these engines. After that, time to put the pedal to the metal. The Rolex Monterey Motorsports Reunion is coming in right after. The countdown is on. Racing returns August 13th through the 16th, and this year the reunion is celebrating the 75th anniversary of Formula One. In addition, NASCAR legends will be out there on the track. Jeff Gordon, Mark Martin, Bill Elliott, just to name a few. They're racing IROC cars for the first time on the course. Between now and then, you've seen the first-person view from an Indy car, like I was talking about earlier, giving you a new perspective. If you ever wonder what it's like to take a lap on the track on a motorcycle, you're in luck. Like I said, later on this week on KION Sports, we'll be showing you the physicality that motorcycle racing requires, talking with some of Moto America's top riders, talking about the challenges of the sport, giving you an up-close and personal look as well. But talking only gets you so far. I hopped on that super bike to show you what it's really like. You'll be able to catch that story right here on KION and online at newschannel46.com. Well, it looks like we're almost out of time here on Laguna Seca Season Pass. We thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next time right here on KION, always talking all things Laguna Seca. That's when we'll debrief the Rolex Monterey Motorsports Reunion. We'll see you soon. Have a good one.